Bum, 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 bum. Hey nerds, welcome back. Today we will be talking about The Batman, which just came out this weekend. Kidding, this has been out since 2022, and I will be discussing spoilers. Believe it or not, the sequel was actually supposed to come out this month.
Darkness, my old friend, I've come to talk with you again.
It was clear that this was going to be a more dark and raw Batman, setting itself apart from previous iterations like Christian Bale's Batman, which for many of us is our definitive live-action Batman. Although I was 8 years old when The Dark Knight came out, even then I knew it was a sad film. So you're saying the hero doesn't get the girl dies, his friend becomes a villain, and the city thinks he killed that friend. Come on man, that's depressing. Like all of you, I was skeptical. Could Edward Cullen from Twilight play Batman? Why would he want to? Would it be better than Ben Affleck? But I was intrigued because Matt Reeves, the director, has made some of the best Planet of the Apes films, like Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, and War of the Planet of the Apes. And I believe this was the right guy to do it. And I was not wrong. From the start of the film, we can tell that this is a more detached Batman, detached from society, detached emotionally. He is emo, about as much as Edward from Twilight, so glad he leaned on that performance. Thankfully here, he doesn't have to fight Jacob for Catwoman, because Jacob in this film is Gotham City.
Who am I kidding? You're already spoken for.
The way he narrates his progress in being Batman for 2 years really sets the tone for how important his mission is. What is his mission? The opening fight scene reveals that his goal seems to be striking fear into Gotham City's criminals through sheer brutality, breaking bones to send a message. However, as he says, crime has actually gotten worse since he started his crusade, which leaves the audience wondering, what is the real problem? Is vengeance enough? Which is a central question of the film. Let's get into the characters, starting with Batman himself. The way he is presented in the story, it is clear that the creators have a reverence for him. The sound of his boots as he walks out of the shadows before he's on screen was amazing, and made his presence on screen feel memorable and filled the air with tension. I can't help but compare his portrayal to the Terminator, in that he moves slowly, almost robotically, as if he is a machine. And I like that it makes Batman's movements and punches feel strong and weighty.
I'll be back.
We can tell that there is no Bruce Wayne, only Batman.
You and I both know. I'm looking at the real you right now.
Overall in the film, there are a few scenes outside of the cowl. In fact, when he is Bruce, he feels awkward, insecure, and out of place. Maybe as a result of spending his nights beating criminals instead of having a social life. I'm sure we can all relate to this. I beat criminals all the time during my off nights, and I'm sure you have too. You can tell that there is something emotionally wrong about Batman and how unexpressive he can be. He never reacts to situations and rarely shows emotions in tense situations, like when he was trying to defuse the bomb from the district attorney. The loss of his parents has made him numb to pretty much everything. That is until Alfred almost dies from a bomb meant for Bruce. Robert Pattinson? More like Robert pat yourself on the back. Now on to Jim Gordon. He is played wonderfully by Jeffrey Wright, so you could say this was the right casting. He plays as a perfect foil to Batman, and you can tell there is some level of trust between him and Batman, two men trying to do good in a city of corruption. Sometimes the situations are so ridiculous that the Riddler puts them in, that it is great to have a regular cop there to add some levity.
What?
There are so many great scenes of them together that help fill in the detective aspect of the story. Now Riddler clearly needs some special attention. I've always thought Riddler was an underrated Batman villain, and if taken seriously can be one of the best to challenge Batman on a mental level. Unfortunately, Jim Carrey may have ruined this for decades, but thank God that's over now.
Sexual fantasies and little white lies.
In the film, Riddler feels like someone from the real world. He is intelligent but has his own quirks in the way that he speaks. And I like how they positioned him as someone on the spectrum, which plays into his personality and the way he reacts when things don't go his way. In many aspects, he is a dark version of Batman. Both want vengeance and wear a mask, stalk their targets at night from afar until they strike. And both are orphans. In fact, Riddler idolized Batman and got his inspiration from him.
You showed me all it takes is fear and a little focused violence. You inspired me.
This is what makes Batman realize that vengeance is not the answer, and catalyzes the change for him to understand why the city was getting worse, and that hope is what will heal the wounds of Gotham, which is scarred just like him. So in summary, Paul Dano has done a good job as Riddler. I think that works. Now, no one can watch this film and not mention Colin Farrell's amazing performance as the Penguin. Heck, it was so good that he got his own miniseries, which in my opinion was 11 out of 10. Go watch it right now. Well, after this video, so you don't ruin my retention time, of course. He commits so hard to this role that you become immersed in this world through this sleazy, unsavory character. One of the things that makes his character work so much is his insanely high level of confidence, that he acts like he is a bigger deal than Batman when meeting him for the first time.
You know my reputation.
Yeah, I do. Do you?
Got him!
The atmosphere of the film is dark, dingy, and palpable. You can really get lost in it and feel like you're forgetting where you are while you spend some time in this world. In all my time with the MCU, its world never felt distinct, but maybe that was one of its strengths.
You always were a brother to me.
I was?
Either way, I will always choose a unique atmosphere and direction rather than films that feel the same. From a cinematography lens, this film is one of the best shot movies in a decade. Every shot has feeling, emotion to it. The camera has character and makes us feel close to the characters, specifically looking in their eyes. So much is said through the eyes, especially Batman's eyes. If you can't tell, this is one of my favorite films of all time, and I can say confidently that this is my Batman. Does that mean I'm Team Edward now? In my opinion, the story executed on all levels. Mystery, action, suspense, and gave us an unforgettable Batman story. What makes this great is how serious the film treats its characters. When I want a Batman story, this is the movie that comes to mind. By the time the next film comes out in 2027, my prediction is that we should all be replaced by robots and end up like the humans in WALL-E.
Make a place scream.
It doesn't sound.
But if we are still on Earth to watch this movie, I'm hoping that they continue in the direction of the first film in tone. I would like to see more of Bruce Wayne and learn about Gotham's history. If you're asking me which villain I would like to see in the sequel, I'm hoping for the Court of Owls, which I think would work really well with the established world and allow for the exploration of the secret history of Gotham. God, I just hope we don't get a sequel like Cars 2. Depending on who you speak to, it is either an unequivocal masterpiece, those people are insane, or you can talk to a regular Cars fan and they say it needed more Mater and even more wasabi jokes.
Wasabi.
Oh, same old, same old. What's up with you? That looks delicious. A little more, please. It is free, right? Keep it coming. A little more. Come on, let's go. It's free. You're getting there. Scoop, scoop. There you go. Now that's a scoop of ice cream.
Okuyami moshiagemasu.
Don't quote me on that. I don't need Cars fanatics in my comments. So what did you think of the Batman in 2025? Did it meet the hype? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for stopping by, and remember, I'm just another nerd. Stay nerdy out there, friends.